Welcome back to Spokane Talks Live. It's 12:45 right now. Can you believe that? Here we are, the first day of March. And you know what? The first 28 days are going to be on the same days as February. It kind of messes us up during the leap year, but anyway. Alison Erickson from McNeice Wheeler.
Yes.
We were just talking before we came back from commercial break. It's been a while since you've been here.
It has been a
Did you
while.
have to rest up?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. After last time, I had to take a little break and regain my composure.
Yeah, but then you have to go back and work with those McNeice Wheeler
I
folks
know.
back
They're
there, too.
They're tough over there.
Yeah. Now, I've got to ask, Ryan is back from his trip to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Did he talk a lot about it the first day or so, or did you put him to work?
He got pretty much back to work. He's got
Yeah.
a little bit of a tan. I know. It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard to watch, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first picture, and I knew I was going to get a picture out from the balcony to the sand and the ocean, was about 20 hours into their trip.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
we got some pictures for sure. We
Yeah.
got some pictures and some updates, so yeah.
I tell you,
I'm
tough,
jealous.
tough life.
I
Hey,
know.
before we talk about parenting and modifications and plans and so forth, I just want to say we have some tickets to the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the home and garden show at the convention center. It's March 10th, 11th, and 12th. Give us a call at 624-2994, and we've got a couple of pairs of tickets we'll give out. Again, 624-2994. So, Allison, the fact is that families break up. That's a truth these days,
do.
unfortunately. And often that leads to a parenting plan and custody, who gets for vacations and Christmas and
Lots of
who's in
details.
charge of school issues. I've got some friends who have gone through that, and they think they've got it settled, and then the wife or the husband go into a tizzy and life goes down the drain again.
Yes.
So what should people be thinking about as they look at a plan, number one, and number two, a modification of a plan?
Well, when you're putting an initial plan in place, I think you kind of want to make sure that you're trying to put something in place that's going to last and fit your lifestyle for as long as possible. But inevitably, things are going to happen in your life. Children get older. Parents'
Yeah,
lives
I've heard
change.
that.
Yeah, I know. They just keep getting older. Parents get remarried. So there can be all kinds of reasons that you
Okay.
would change a parenting plan. And a lot of times you can go ahead and do that by agreement. If you're agreeing that you want a change to a parenting plan, you might not necessarily agree on how you want that change to look.
Okay.
So things like that could require court intervention. At that point, you're going to be going to a judge and saying, hey, I either want a minor modification, which could be just a slight adjustment to the schedule, or maybe I want a big change, like I want to change the parent who the child resides with the majority of the time. And that would be a major modification. So different
And that will
standards there.
cost more because more
Well,
attorney time is involved,
There's
I'm going to
definitely
guess.
more attorney time because with a major modification, you have to get past what's called an adequate cause hearing, and it's kind of a threshold hearing where you have to show the court that there's been some kind of
You
substantial
talk like you know
change.
what you're talking about.
I know. I mean, I try. I can fake it. Yeah. There's been some kind of substantial change that would warrant that kind
Okay.
of a modification. So the court wants to see that there's a reason for the change before they decide what that change is. So you kind of got to prove that and get
Okay.
over that hump. But once you do that, the court's going to look at, best interest of the child, what's been going on in the child's life, what's been going on in the parents' lives, things like that, to sort of make a determination about how they want that change to look.
Yeah. And so how long does this often take from a change in lifestyle or whatever it may be to, okay, dear, we need to sit down and talk about a change? We're talking about, can that happen in a couple of weeks, or is that really a long-term thing?
I've seen it happen really quickly, and I've seen it take a lot of time. So
Okay.
sometimes, relocations where you have one parent who's maybe moving to a different state and they want to take the child with them, that's when you're going to see a lot of fighting about a parenting plan because you're really changing the nature of that plan.
Yeah,
and how
I would
it's gonna
imagine.
look. Yeah.
I would imagine.
But things like a simple change in a job, like maybe you kind of made a parenting plan around how parents'
I
jobs
worked at
were.
nights, therefore that was my
Exactly,
schedule.
and things
Right.
like that can change. So it's just no longer workable for the two of you. The child's schedule changes, things like that.
Right.
Or maybe, the parenting plan that you put in place initially, you're having a lot of conflict with that plan
Right.
off the bat. So
Right.
that could be a reason to change it.
Well, and elementary age kids can be different than junior high or high school kids
Yes.
that kind of come on to their own and have other activities, and that can really change a a normal parent's routine in terms of taking care of their kids.
Yeah, once you're dealing with teenagers who are a little bit more independently mobile and they can get in the car and kind of go to mom's or go to dad's, it's kind of a different ball game, and it's harder to tell them where they're going to be and where they're not going to be. So that changes the nature of your plan too.
I got to tell this quick story. My wife was up near Ferris High School yesterday, and she texted our oldest grandson who goes to Ferris, and she said, "I'm near Ferris. Do you want me to pick you up? It's just about time to get out of school." And she gets a note back, "No, I'm now driving my own truck."
Oh.
So
I mean, that's a big step.
Yeah, it is. You know, we've all been waiting for him to get his formal license.
Sure.
He's actually had the truck for a year because my son found a really good deal. And so she came home and said, "I'm off the hook now.
I'm done. Grandma's done. That's fine."
But literally, those are the kinds of things that change our parents too.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
You know.
Yep. I mean, your child is different. Your child's activities are different. What a 2-year-old is doing is going to be a whole lot different if you have someone on a varsity basketball team that's traveling, and so your initial plan just might not be possible. So you need to take into account logistics and things like that.
Alison, where can people get in touch with you?
McNeice Wheeler. So you can get a hold of us at 928-4141 at our office, and we're happy to help.
Okay.
We have a very friendly office manager, Carrie.
Yes. Who's related to one of the partners?
Carrie is Becky's mom.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was only a couple of months ago that I learned that. I mean,
oh, really?
I'm finally getting to learn some of the family there. That's
true.
Yeah.
We are a nice little family
over
there.
It's a great group. All right, thank you.
Of course, absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back and talk with Don Morgan about investing in all things financial right after this.
For the